The 984th edition of the MMA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MMA SGPN.
Yo, DeGenerinos, welcome to episode 984 of the MMA Gambling Podcast and the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, dedicated to the franchise, aka Mr. 3%, who just actually commented in our Discord, and that's what, you know, I needed someone to dedicate it to. So there you go, Mr. Franchise. I am no longer Mr. Bandana. I can throw away my bandanas. I'm Spicy Pasha, aka Jeff Fox. It sucks that there was two really good nicknames yesterday's episode, Spicy Pasha and Bucket Boy. Both of them would have been great. I wish they were more spread out, but alas, maybe we will cover Bucket Boy again in the future. We probably won't talk about Spicy Pasha.
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe he'll turn into Pujanowski. He was supposed to be a freak fight too.
For a very different reason, though. And I think we already got the new Pudz, right? Like Eddie Hall is the new Pudz, right?
Yeah, exactly. Eddie Hall's the new
especially
Pudz.
after, knocking Pudz out in
Pudz out.
Have you seen him hitting pads too? It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Eddie Hall is crazy now.
Yep.
I don't know who taught him how to kick, but it feels like that should have been a crime.
That's Daniel Gumby Vreeland. He's always Gumby. I am Spicy Pasha, Jeff Fox. We got more Octagon for you. We're always trying to shove Octagon down your throats, but it's because it's a good product, especially this weekend. They are going to the O2 Arena in Prague, Czech Republic, so it's going to be packed. Like that, I looked it up capacity, and there's like 20,000. Yeah. MMA probably even more, possibly, because less setup than other sports and concerts probably. So it's gonna be packed, and they have they're bringing it end of the year fight card here. So yesterday we covered all the prelims. Today we're going to cover all the main cards, not counting Spicy Pasha. He's a fitness influencer apparently. Gumby,
fitness influencer?
I think so. Or he's a fitness model is what he's listed as.
That's probably better than a streamer or something, right? Like there's a whole bunch of like streamers who are like tangential to the did I tell you I got like an interview offer, and I was like, I have no idea who they're trying to get me to interview. The word was
boy.
No, the word was neon, but the E was a 3, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And they were like,
and your kids aren't old enough to know yet either.
And I was looking at the email, and there were so many words that I know what they mean, but I didn't know what they meant in that context. They were like, he's doing an activation with UFC. I don't know what that means. What does it mean that he's doing an activation with the UFC? You know, and they were talking about gift drops, but it didn't seem like they were real things. I was very confused by it all. And then I Googled his name, and he's got like 2.3 million followers. And I was like, I'm not interested, but thank you.
He's a 21-year-old Michael Rafiq. His nickname pronounced Neon. He's an American internet personality and live streamer on the streaming website Kick. I've never even heard of Kick.
I've never heard of him either. They offered it like it was like some big. They offered it like it was some big coveted interview, and I was like, oh, that's. Yeah. I have no idea who you're talking about, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, maybe I should. I don't know.
Yeah, he's famous for his controversial high energy YouTube kick streams featuring troll content. Oh, that's what we like.
Yeah, that probably wasn't for me anyway. Now that you Google that,
edgy interviews with rappers. You're not a rapper.
Yeah, what am I doing on that?
You don't do edgy interviews and over the top clickbait. This guy needs better PR people, don't you think?
Yeah, that person should not be sending me a request. I think I'm the wrong audience for that request.
He's known for his toxic persona, just like me. Maybe they've seen our show and they're like, Gumby deals with that.
They confuse me with somebody else.
maybe they thought you were Nina Drama. A lot of people confuse me with Nina Drama.
We do look a lot alike, to be fair.
It's true. Very, very similar. Octagon doesn't know, but they probably don't know who Neon is, and we don't know who Spicy Pasha is. It's a whole different world. So we're going to go to Prague after. I remind you should download our app. That's a good, wholesome thing you can download. It's maybe some spicy content, but we're not trolls around here. You can get access to all of our free picks and podcasts in one convenient place, the SGPN app. So download it for free in your app store. Just type in SGPN. We're doing okay without trolling anyone or faking. I see he faked his death before too. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
that's usually the type of guest I have on Top Turtle.
Exactly.
A lot of death figures.
Well, one person he does have on his show, Will Fleury, and he is on the poster at the very top. Have you had Martin Buday on before?
I have not. No.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you'll have to in the future. We'll see. Octagon 81 Fleury versus Buday. I'm booking for Gumby now. Prague, Czech Republic, Sunday, which will be fun. A different day. It's always fun when they spread these things out, especially around the holidays. Noon Eastern start time. You can watch it all at OctagonMMA.com. This is one you're probably going to want to watch because
Octagon.tv. Octagon.tv.
TV.
Or way to watch it. OctagonMMA.com is just their website, but their way to watch it is Octagon.tv.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be an electric atmosphere in the arena, right, Gumby?
It's always. I mean, if you are. I said this to one of my buddies who doesn't watch like a lot of regional MMA outside of the UFC, but I'm like, if you used to love Pride, this should be your this should be where you're going now. If you were a Pride head.
Yep. All right, we're kicking things off. Main card fight, light heavyweights, Miloš Petrášek versus Mateusz Strzelczyk.
Strzelczyk.
He's from Poland. Strzelczyk. Man, it's Poland again, Gumby. Petrášek I knew so bad on because he's from Czech Republic. But the Polish fighters, man. We'll tell you about the Polish fighter first. Patrik, you can call him, which means spider. 15-15-1 with 1 no contest. Even Steven, like that Seinfeld episode. 4 knockouts, 5 submissions. He's been knocked out 9 times, submitted 5 times, not durable. I'm going out on a limb saying he's not durable. 4-5 with 1 no contest in Octagon, 1-2 with 1 no contest over his last 4. He did lose his last bout. Regional champ, 0-1 in KSW. Used to fight at 170 and 185. 2010 Pro MMA debut. 0-1 is pro kickboxer. 2-inch Charlin, Petrášek, plus 110. Petrášek, nickname is Melon. We were talking about bowling balls yesterday. Now we got a melon. A melon versus a spider. Melon, 13-8, 4 knockouts, 8 submissions. He's been knocked out once, submitted once. He's 4-5 in Octagon, just like the spider guy. Win-loss over his last 4, 2-5 over his last 7. He's fed at 185, 2012 Pro MMA debut. 1-0 as pro boxer, 2 years younger than the spider, minus 150.
Yeah, and I'm going to take the favorite here. I'm going to take Petrášek. Big reason for me, Strzelczyk is not a bad fighter when you like put all of his skills together. But like, I think it's just like one of those things that if he doesn't have an opening in the grappling world and he is that much worse in the striking, it's going to be tough for him. So if you've watched Strzelczyk fight, it's like all falling back for a heel hook, flashy grappling kind of stuff. And at light heavyweight, that rarely takes. And on the feet, he's not awful. He definitely throws a lot of arm punches and is not so comfortable on the feet, but like he can hold his own against a lot of people. In fact, one of the reasons I contemplated taking him at the beginning was I'm remembering his knockout of Jurek Matagyak, who he beat it's either last fight or 2 fights ago. And in that fight, he lands this like vicious knockout blow from his heels. I went back and I watched it, and he won maybe 1 second of that fight, and it was when he landed that punch. And it was like, okay, so like his striking can hold up in like these brief moments, and same thing with his jiu-jitsu. Like his jiu-jitsu can hold up in these brief moments where he like digs for a heel hook and stuff like that. But with like Petrášek, I just don't think he's gonna have any openings on the feet. Petrášek is like a really good kickboxer, nice high kicks, that kind of thing, rips the legs, circles really smartly, all those kinds of things. He has had issues with the takedown before. Like that's maybe the Petrášek's biggest concern. When he fought Mick Stanton took him down and dominated him on the mat. He fought Stephen Putz, same thing, took him down, grounded him out on the mat. Strzelczyk is a grappler, but it's not like a wrestly heavy grappler, right? Like he's not a guy who's all about, top control or things like that. Like he's a pull guard kind of grappler. So for me, I think Petrášek just like lights him up on the feet with the kickboxing. And then even if like Strzelczyk gets a chance to grab onto him and fall to his back, I think Petrášek's smart enough just to like back away and beckon him back to the feet. So give me Petrášek here at a pretty decent price, I might add.
All right, excellent. We are going to heavyweight. Patrik Vespaziani. Vespaziani. He's from Germany. I should be able to say his name.
Say it Italian.
Vespaziani. See,
Nailed
it is easier.
Nailed it. It's always easier when you pretend to be Italian.
It's true. Daniel Škvor, not Italian. He's from the Czech Republic. They're fighting big boy weight, heavyweight. And we got pretty much a pick 'em here. Škvor is DD is the nickname. He was in the Ramones at one point. 10-4, 6 knockouts, 2 submissions. He's been knocked out once, submitted 3 times, not durable. 9-4 in Octagon. He's won 3 straight and 5 of 6. 3 straight wins via finish. He's fight at 205, 3-3 as a pro kickboxer and a champion there. -105. Vespaziani, Il Gladiore. Don't know what that could translate to, but 6-2 with 6 knockouts. He's been knocked out twice. He also has rounds. 3-0 in Octagon. He's won 3 straight and 5 of 6. 3 years younger than Škvor, 3 inches taller, 42 pounds heavier based off their last weigh-ins. Škvor was light heavyweight at the time. 2-inch reach advantage, -125.
I'm going to take a stab on Škvor here. I'm a little bit worried about him moving up to heavyweight. I don't know how that's going to go. And that gives me a slight hesitation. But like Vespaziani, one of the things I've always liked about him at heavyweight is that he's like much quicker than the average heavyweight. And I don't know that that'll be true here. I think Škvor coming up a weight class might like have an inherent, speed advantage. And then in addition to that, Škvor always at light heavyweight has kind of been a guy who's pushed pace at a rate that like really messes up other light heavyweights. He throws this like really mean push kick because he's like kind of a long, lanky guy. He throws this like big, mean push kick and like backs people up and then like just gets in their face and like forces them to be in like a tough fight and like forces them to circle a lot and forces them to move a lot. And it like, you can see it wears on his opponents. So like knowing that he's already good at keeping pace at 205, now he's kind of have no weight restriction anymore. Could it be even better here? Maybe. And I think that that's a problem for Vespaziani because if you've watched his fights in the past, he doesn't go deep. Like he's pretty much never won a fight that's gone deeper than a round and a half. All of his fights, he's getting out of there early. And it's, he throws hard. And that's maybe what I'm worried about here with the size in Škvor. Like he rips to the body. He's got some nice hooks. He throws a good straight right down the chimney. But I think with Škvor throwing that push kick and like keeping him on his toes, I think he's probably going to zap the energy just by making him work more. And it's not like Škvor is not dangerous either. He's really good in the clinch. He's got nice knees, throws a good elbow from in there. He's even got like a kind of a nice snap down that he uses as a takedown method. So all of those things put together, I kind of like the way that Škvor is going to push the pace. And I think maybe with some underdog price, it's worth it. So give me Daniel Škvor here.
Okay, he's stabbing Škvor. Before we take some more stabs, let's tell you about Chalkx. We just partnered up with Chalkx, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of markets in sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can trade props like first touchdowns. Besides sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment. Hell, they even have weather props, weather plays there. So go to Chalkx. You can trade anything. Gumby has weekly articles on sportsgamblingpockets.com telling you what you can trade there. So new Chalkx customers get $20 when you use promo code SGPN. So go to Chalkx, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog has you covered this holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. Gumby, you have a play for the people.
Sure. We're going to go to Monday Night Football because, again, I'm a little bit of a sicko. Let's talk about Philip Rivers. The guy's 44 years old, has a grandson, and yet he's starting here on Monday Night Football. Let's go with the higher than on his passing yards. They're only projecting 155.5. I think he can get 156. We're not asking a lot out of Mr. Rivers here. So give me the higher than Philip Rivers' passing yards.
All right, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our code, only our code, MMA SGPN. All right, let's get some more fun plays here on the old Octagon. Let's go way up to the top of the card almost. Last non-title fight before we get to the last 2 title fights. I guess the influencer fights after this one, but we're not counting that one. Patrik Kincl versus Robert Pukač. So we have Czech Republic versus the Slovak Republic. They're fighting at 185. I will tell you about Pukač first. 13-1, 5 knockouts, 4 submissions. He's been knocked out twice, submitted 3 times. 7-8 in Octagon. He's won 4 straight though, and 5 of 8. 2 straight wins via TKO. This is a rematch, Gumby. I didn't miss that. He lost to Kincl back. Lost to Kincl back in 2015 in some regional promotion, but I didn't.
Long time ago.
Yep. decade. Used to fight at 170, Pukač, 2010 pro MMA debut, 0-1 as a pro grappler, 3 years younger than Kincl, plus 140. The Inspector, good nickname. 28-12 with 1 no contest, 13 knockouts, 7 submissions. He's been knocked out twice, submitted twice, 4-2 in octagon, and the former champion. He's lost 2 straight. Before that, he had won 4 straight. He used to fight at 170, 2007 pro MMA debut. 1-0 as a pro, professional cage boxing is what it was, minus 188.
I'm going to go dog again here. I'm going to take Pukač. Okay. Kincl, since he's lost his belt, and actually his last successful title defense too, really kind of underwhelming. It feels like he kind of hit a wall and is on the way down. Like if you go back and you watch that title defense against Wawrzyniak, Wawrzyniak was the one with all the success early in that fight. Kincl, it's clear Kincl is having a lot of trouble as he progresses in his career, sort of getting to the tail end of it here. He's having a lot of trouble with range, in my opinion. You watch when he loses the belt, you watch the fight after that with Muradov, which I guess was for an interim belt, right? Like the Njic fight was for the belt proper, but then Njic is in the Tip Sport Game Changer. So then he fought for the interim until Njic comes back and lost that one too.
This is something like PFL now, Gumby. Come on.
Yeah, but it's for a good reason. They got a tournament going on. Yes. But he's had trouble with range. Now, I don't think that's going to get worse against Pukač, because Pukač is also again, I always laud the matchmaking here of Octagon, but it's they pick 2 guys who are shaped exactly like each other and who just like to knock each other's blocks off and put them in a cage together. I love that. So it's not like he's going to worry about the range of Pukač, but it is a growing concern that fight after fight after fight after fight, he's having trouble getting his hands going early in the fight. And especially as he's aged and took a lot of wear and tear and been in a lot of wars, you don't want that to continue to be the case. And then with Pukač, kind of the opposite. He has had similar troubles in the past because he is a stockier middleweight. But in his more recent fights, man, he is just he's dropping hammers. He's getting those hands going early. And I think Kincl could possibly just win this one if he decided to grapple early. Because as we saw in the end of the Wawrzyniak fight, his grappling's probably super underrated. The arm triangle in that fight, maybe Wawrzyniak was a little tired, but at the end of the day, he has sub skills in there. And I think he could probably bring that to Pukač. But on the other side, I think this is just one of those fights where he's going to look in the mirror and see Pukač and then just decide this is going to be the most fun war we can possibly put on. And so if he does that, I kind of like the power that Pukač is bringing earlier. I like the range he's finding earlier lately. So yeah, I'm going to go with the underdog here. Plus 140 on Robert Pukač.
All right. Lock it in. Pukač it is. We've got another. Oh, this is a former UFC fighter versus former UFC fighter fight. This should be fun. And it's for the flyweight championship of Octagon. The champ is Chalkx Zhumagulov. He's fighting David Dvořák. Dvořák will be the hometown favorite. He's from Czech Republic. Chaco is from Kazakhstan. They are fighting 5-minute rounds, 125. Challenger Dvořák, Undertaker, bong. Does he come down to the bong? He should come down to the Undertaker's music. That'll be amazing in the big arena. All the lights will go off. It'd be great. He's 22-6, 9 knockouts, 8 submissions. He's been knocked out once. That is durability. I haven't said it for a while, but there you go. He's 2-0 in Octagon. So that's part of a 2-fight winning streak. Before that, he lost 3 straight. TKO win in his last bout. Lost a fight June 2023. 3-3 in the UFC. Regional champ, 2010 pro MMA debut. 1-0 as a pro boxer. 4 years younger than Zhumagulov. An inch taller, 2-inch reach advantage. Minus 163 for the challenger. Chaco, the champ, 18-9, 7 knockouts, 2 submissions. He's been knocked out twice. He's durable as well. 2-0 in Octagon, and the champion. He's won 4 straight and 5 of 9. He's not lost since June 2023. 1-6 in the UFC, but the best 1-6 fighter you've ever seen. So many of those fights he really should have won. Regional champ, he's fought at 135. 2014 pro MMA debut. 1-0 as a pro boxer, plus 120. So the champ is a dog.
Dvořák's 3-3 ain't bad either, though. Have you seen the 3 losses on Dvořák that got him released?
Yes, I can't remember though.
It's Mateusz Nicolau, Manel Cape, Steven Ursig, all decision losses.
Yeah.
And he took down Cape multiple times in that fight, which is, I mean, just in retrospect, what a crazy run to get released on. And remember, he debuted on short notice against a ranked opponent and was ranked 10th after his first fight. Crazy that fall from grace. I'm gonna take David Dvorak though. I'm gonna take the challenger here, even though he's the favorite. The challenger here against Zhumagulov. Like, Zhalgas likes to kickbox a little bit, right? Like, despite being like a shorter, stockier guy, he likes to throw the kicks and mix it up on the feet before he shoots any takedowns. I just think he's going to be a much worse grappler than David Dvorak. I mentioned he just took Manel Cape down twice. He got Steven Erceg down once and kind of scrambled pretty well with Erceg as well. Like, a lot of his game has gone really well in terms of the grappling. And so, like, I like that about David Dvorak. And then he's just so much longer than Zhumagulov on the feet. Like, I just think that Zhumagulov is going to have to get on the inside. And when he does, he's going to be met with a better grappler. So give me David Dvorak here as a slight favorite.
All right. We're going to get to our main event. It should be fireworks after I tell you about Novig. That's Novig. We're brought to you by Novig, who are America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices because they have reduced juice on their bets. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Rhythm, RITHMM. Rhythm has crushed NFL this season. They've been especially good on props and really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. College basketball is up and running. And with 300 plus schools, Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night. It pairs nicely with our daily, the college experience shows with Mac, Colby, and Noah. That way, every game you are prepared. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with these sliders. With so many sports and the holidays, this makes it easy to get an elite prediction on a game. That way you can focus on betting on other sports. Gumby's going to give you a play right now.
Yeah, I mentioned the Monday Night Football game between the Niners and the Colts, and while I'm in on Phillip Rivers' yards, I'm not in on the Colts. Look, they got no chance at winning this game. Give me the Niners. They could lay 21, and I'd still take the Niners here. Niners minus the points.
All right. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. So download Rhythm, RITHMM, and the promo code is SGPN25. All right, we're to our main event of the evening. That would be for the OKTAGON Heavyweight Championship. Will Fleury, the champ from Ireland. Martin Buday, the challenger from the Slovak Republic. 5-minute rounds if they need it. Tell you about the challenger first. Baddies is 16-2, 6 knockouts, 3 submissions. He's been knocked out once, so he's a durable heavyweight. 5-0 in OKTAGON and the former champion. He's won 3 straight and 14 of 15. He's not lost since December 2023. He went 7-1 in the UFC, 1-0 on the Contender Series, 2015 Pro MMA debut. 2 years younger than Fleury, an inch taller, 28 pounds heavier. But I think Fleury was heavyweight for that fight. Minus 163.
Heavyweight fight in a row.
Yep. Minus 163. So this challenger is a favorite as well. Fleury, 15-3 with 1 no contest, 3 knockouts, 4 submissions. Knocked out once, submitted once. 4-0 in OKTAGON. He's a 2-weight class champion, light heavyweight would be a stretch. Light heavyweight and heavyweight. He's won 4 straight and got 8-0 with 1 no contest over his last 9. Regional champion, 1-0 with 1 no contest in the PFL. The no contest came from a failed drug test. 4-2 in Bellator, RIP. He's fought at 185 and he still fights at 205 sometimes now. Plus 120 for the champ.
I'm going Will Fleury. First of all, massive Will Fleury fan. So hopefully that's not jading it here because this guy, fun on the mic, fun in the cage. But like, I also just think he's got a really nice skill set for Buday. Because like, what does Buday do well? What is his style? Come forward, lean on you, semi-decent boxing, right? Like his boxing's not bad. I wouldn't, go out of the way to talk about it. But like, lean on you, wear you out. And you know what the thing is? He was really good in the UFC at like wearing out other heavyweights with like kind of a slog of a style, right? He leans on you with that big old belly, get you up against the cage. Buchecha was exhausted, although, I think going for a brisk walk sometimes exhausts Buchecha. But like he tires his opponents out. When have you ever seen Will Fleury tired, right? Like that last fight, dude, was like the definition of a war, like one of the best fights I had ever watched in OKTAGON and maybe one of the best fights of all 2024. 2025 was that last heavyweight one, right? Did he fight heavyweight in 2025? I
think so, yeah.
Okay.
His last fight? Yeah.
Last fight was like June-ish, right? Or something like that when he fought, what's his face? The guy everybody loves from OKTAGON. You know who I'm talking about. We're on the blank here.
He fought Lazar Todev.
Oh no, that's
in
not
his
the
last
fight I'm
fight?
thinking of. 2 fights ago.
Carlos Vamola. You're thinking of Vamola.
I'm thinking of the Vamola fight.
That was light heavyweight.
Although
That was light heavyweight. Yeah.
had to dig through some crap for the Todev fight too. Todev just being like a tough dude. But like, here's the thing: is that in both of those fights, let's take the Todev fight and let's take the other one too. He wore his opponents down. Like they were the ones who couldn't keep up with his pace because he's in incredible shape for a 205 or never mind a 265. You know, it's kind of the same thing I was talking about with Daniel Škvor. Like, can Vespaziani keep up with this like light heavyweights pace? I don't think so. And like, if that's Buday's best weapon, right? Because it's not his hands. He's not a better boxer than Will Fleury. We've seen Will Fleury kind of get to his wrestling. I don't think he's going to try that here, but like, he's not a bad wrestler either. There's a lot of great things about Will Fleury, but if he's better than Buday at like maybe Buday's best weapon, why would you not take him at plus 120? So yeah, I'm going to take Will Fleury here as an underdog, which is a sentence we have not said in some time.
All right. He has got Fleury. He's got Dvořák. He has got Pukač. He has got Škvor. He has got Petrášek. You are covered for OKTAGON every fight except for the
Spicy Paja
fight. Which Spicy Paja, which I assume is just like an exhibition bout anyhow.
I think it's real. Right. I think he said he wasn't going to fight
real.
unless it was real. So he did a real training camp and they found him an opponent he could get licensed against.
All right. There you go. These things happen in MMA all the time. These things happen in boxing too, I guess. We'll be in the Discord. You can chat with us in there, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. You can chat with us on YouTube, MMA Gambling Podcast, and on Twitter, SGPN MMA, at Gumby Vreeland, at Jeff Fox Writer, at Jeff Fox Writer on Instagram. moneymma.substack.com is my MMA Substack. Gummy's got a Top Total MMA podcast. Tell the people who is on that show this week.
Yeah, we're talking to Jonas Magard, who is on the prelims of this fight card, and we are talking to, hopefully, the interview is about to be in the can, Caitlin, the striking Viking Young, about her coaching career.
So check it out. And of course, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/store, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're doing 5 this week. We're going to be back tomorrow and the next day, right, Gumby?
That's right.
All right. It'll be Choco Fox, Undertaker Vreeland. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.